What is up, WAD Squad? Hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we're going to cover a coin method that you can be using right at the beginning of Zero Chill. Now, we covered a similar method at the beginning of Autumn Blast, and it really works for pretty much any promo for specific players. So we're going to go over that right now after a quick word from our sponsor. Boys, if you're looking to add that brand new shiny player to your team in Madden, don't gamble with packs. Hit up Red Zone Coins for cheap, fast, reliable coins to help build your team. Use code WAZ to get 20% off your order. All right, guys, and as we're getting into this, if you want to build your coin stack up, build your MUT team to be the best they can be, don't forget to subscribe with the noti bell on, because that's a lot about what we talk about on this channel. All right, first things first, I want to make a quick note before we get into the actual coin method. Derrick Henry power-ups. Go ahead and go sell them. I sold mine for about 30,000 last night. They're going to be the highest they will be until he gets another card in the future, if he does, because he's getting a 95 overall master. Here we can look at it right here. It looks really, really, really nice. It's going to be a very highly sought after card. The best time to sell these power-ups for the cards that are in game, like Derrick Henry already had a power-up, is as soon as they are announced. Like I said, if you go over to Mutthead here, I think he's going for a little bit more right now on the actual game, like 20,000 or so, but I sold him for about 30,000 coins, maybe a little bit more than that last night when he was first announced. So you definitely want to follow me on Twitter and sell these guys ASAP when they are announced, when I tweet them out and everything. But regardless, go ahead and go sell them if you got any power-ups right now, because this is going to be the best time that you can sell. It's not going to go up any higher, because his master set that you can complete right here, it does give the power-up back when you complete this set, so he's not going to go up any further in price. Now, what we are going to be looking at is not the Derrick Henry set, but of course the Charles Woodson set. Now, I did neglect to get an actual screenshot of this, but they're pretty much the same set. We'll go over the differences here. This is who you're going to want to be completing and getting the set for. Obviously, you do get his power-up. Now, we did this for Autumn Blast and a couple of the most feared promos as well, because Charles Woodson is not in the game yet. His power-up is going to be going for a lot more than Derrick Henry. So their 95 overalls might be going for about the same amount. Hard to say which one will be valued more, but Charles Woodson's power-up will be going for a lot more than Derrick Henry, because Derrick Henry already has a power-up in the game, so a lot more people already have his power-up and have been investing in it and stuff. You haven't been able to invest in Charles Woodson's power-up, so the only people that are going to have it for a few days are people that are completing this set, and that is going to be you if you do this correctly. So we're going to take a look at the Derrick Henry set, because like I said, I did not get a screenshot of Charles Woodson, but it's pretty much the same thing. So just imagine you get a Charles Woodson set right here. It's going to take 3 of the defensive players. The only difference between their two sets is that Charles Woodson takes 3 defensive players, and then it takes the wild cards here, the 85 to I think 91 over there, Zero Chill. Obviously, you're going to want to put 95s in there. Okay, so you're going to want to complete this set. So basically, the premise for this coin method is you're going to want to complete the Charles Woodson set, and then you're going to want to sell his 95 overall, his power up, and then quick sell everything else underneath. You don't have to do that if you're not necessarily doing this for coin method purposes, but we're going to talk about if you're able to do this early. Like, I'm going to be hopefully getting this out to y'all 9 or 10 a.m. or so. If you can do this early, you're going to be able to make a lot of profit off of it. So the way that we're going to do that, the way that we're going to get the cards that we need to go into this set, and by the way, the defensive cards that you need are the 93 overall Geno Atkins, the Justin Houston, and the Malcolm Jenkins. Okay, so these are the cards that you're going to need to go into the Charles Woodson set to complete it. Okay, so what we're going to be looking at is the training reroll, and I have like 45,000 training points saved up. We're going to be using it for a video later in the day, so make sure y'all come back and watch that. We're going to be opening random presents and testing the odds on that and all that good stuff. But looking at it here, what we're interested in for this coin method is the 81 plus overall and the 85 plus overall Zero Chill player for 4,150 training. Alternatively, I didn't grab a screen grab of this, so we're looking at Mutt 21 News and Intel. Shout out to their Twitter account. Right here, you've got the same thing here for Snow, which is the alternative currency in this promo, and you can rip the same packs here for some of that Snow as you're building it up with solo challenges or quick selling these players and all this good stuff. So what I would recommend you go and do to complete this Charles Woodson set ASAP is to go, if you have a lot of training saved up, these are going to be the packs you want to open. Now, do you do the 81 plus or the 85 plus? I would definitely recommend the 85 plus, and the reason for that is here, if you go on down to a set, you can see it's the minimum that you need for these wild cards is the 85. So even if you open 6 of these packs and all you get is 85s, that's still not bad, because you need these 85s to go into the set. Now, what I would do, anything that's above an 85 other than one of these 93s, of course, I would quick sell, because you're going to get alternative currency back for any of these Snow players, and then you can roll that Snow that you're getting back into these packs right here, and then still try and get some of these 93 overalls. Now, alternatively, what you can do if you're rerolling this 81 plus and this 85 plus reroll pack, you don't necessarily have to quick sell everything that's not an 85. I would definitely keep everything that is an 85 as long as you only get 6 of them and put them into the Charles Woodson set. But if you're getting anything that's not an 85, you have the 2 options. You can quick sell, like I said, and you can re-roll it here into this Snow pack. You can get the 81 plus and the 85 plus and just keep re-rolling. Or what you can do is just go sell those cards, because at the beginning of the promo, when everything drops, these cards are actually going to be pretty inflated in value. I'm talking about all these lower overall cards that are like the 89, the 87, all these cards. These cards will be inflated in value because there's only going to be a couple of them on the block. So if you're one of the first people in there ripping these re-rolls and you want to put these cards on the block like the T.Y. Hilton, you could probably get a pretty good value for them. Now, they are going to drop in value pretty quickly, so if it's like already an hour after the promos drop that you're watching this, I would definitely recommend just quick selling these guys and rolling them back into the 85 plus rather than trying to sell them for coins and make a profit off of them. Now, the reason that you would go and sell for coins is if you just want to buy these 393s, you're not necessarily getting them out of the rerolls, you're not getting lucky or anything, and you want to just go buy the 3. Again, remember that the 393s that you want for the Charles Woodson set are not these offensive guys, but the defensive guys here. The Geno Atkins, the Justin Houston, and the Malcolm Jenkins. So those are the guys that you want for the set. If you do not want to do the reroll and you are doing this early enough, you will be able to actually go and snipe these players for cheap enough for the Charles Woodson set to be profitable, because you're going to be able to sell, again, the 95 overall Charles Woodson and his power up. You're just going to have to snipe these cards a little bit as the undercutting starts. This doesn't have to be immediately when the promo drops, because these cards are going to be selling like hotcakes on the auction house when the promo first starts. So as people are selling them and undercutting, they're going to end up being very, very cheap. So if you can snipe all of these cards for very, very cheap, and then the 393s, these are going to be very, very expensive. You can snipe these for cheap. Then obviously you can complete the set and sell the 95 overall and the power up. Okay. Now the last thing that I want to mention is these 93 overalls. I know that there's a way we can get a couple of free ones throughout the promo. There was a lot of details last night during the special stream, so I'm not entirely sure on whether you'll be able to get one of these 93s for free and then put it in the set and obviously not have to pay for it, but I will update that in the pinned comment down below. I just wanted to get this video out to y'all ASAP, but I'm going to put it in the pinned comment as soon as all the content drops. That's the first thing I'm going to go check, and I'm going to let y'all know if y'all can get one of these 93s for free. And if you can, then obviously just go and do those challenges for a little bit, get that one free, and that'll save you 180, 200,000 coins, however much one of these guys cost, because then you can put them in the set and obviously not have to spend the coins on them. But guys, that's really what you're going to want to do the first day or two of this promo, is complete this Charles Woodson set, because just check the price of his power up. As long as it's selling for a good bit, this set is going to be pretty profitable, okay? Because these defensive cards are going to be pretty expensive, yes, but if you're able to get just one of them out of the rerolls, then you're going to be making a crazy amount of profit. And if we get a free one from the challenges, then you're going to be able to make a lot of profit as well. And if you're able to do this early enough when Charles Woodson's prices are still pretty high up, you're going to be able to definitely make some profit out of this. And I wanted to show y'all really quick, I looked up a couple of the last few matches. So the Night Train Lane was one, for example, when we got him. This was a similar set. You put all the cards into a set and you got him back nat and you got his card in his power up. You can look at his price here. It started out super high and then it dropped down a little bit, but more importantly, I want to look at his power up here really quick, because it did the same thing. If you look at his prices here, it did pretty much the same thing. It started at 55, dropped down to 31. Now the reason it popped back up here is because a lot of people were doing this method that we're talking about right now. They were completing the set, they were selling it for a whole lot. There was a lot of undercutting going on as people were completing the set, and then not as many people were completing the set on day 2 and 3, and that's why the price popped back up. So if you're not able to do this day 1, it definitely could still be profitable day 2, but definitely I wouldn't worry about doing the Derrick Henry set, because yeah, the Derrick Henry might be selling for a lot, but his power up is not going to. And also, if you do want to do this multiple times, I can't remember if I said this or not, I would definitely quick sell these nats that you get back and then roll them into these packs right here, the 81 plus and the 85 plus. And if you're doing this early enough, if you just want to do it the one time, you just want to get that Charles Woodson and then you don't know what to do with the nats, you don't know any of the nats, I would just roll them into this 81 plus and this 85 plus and then sell the cards for coins that you get out of here if you're doing it early enough, because these are going to be going for a pretty good amount until the undercutting starts. All right guys, so like I said, later in the day we are going to be doing a training reroll for the presents, so make sure y'all tune back in for that. We can see what the odds are, what I get out of the presents. I don't love the presents this year, but they still look pretty good. And of course, I will be making updated methods throughout Zero Chill and everything, because there's going to be a lot of ways to make coins. So I'm going to have y'all back for all that, how we can make coins, build your team up, all that fun stuff. But thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all are the MVPs, and as always, I will see y'all in the next one.